It is really easy to hate something. Hell, it's even easier to hate something you care about. When you see it do things that disappoint you, it can be hard to step back from the abyss of negativity and understand the nuance of each situation. Recently, I posted a video where I encouraged the devs and the community to be more open and positive toward each other. I hoped to create a portal of communication where we could talk things out and just maybe solve some of our problems as a community. One of the devs, Felipe, went above and beyond with his thoughtful responses to many of the comments. However, I responded quite negatively and caused the exact issue I was trying to prevent. I had to take a step back and ask myself why I was being a hypocrite in an opportunity that essentially fell into my lap. And I think the simple answer is I expected negativity and responded accordingly. But that response was completely inappropriate and tone deaf. I apologize to Felipe and to all of you. Today I want to take a step back from all the critiquing, drama, and whatever else there may be, and focus on the good stuff. Because trust me, I covered the Isle for a reason. I think it has one of the greatest potentials of any game, especially in the survival genre. And if I'm going to remain a neutral party that encourages peaceful discussion above all else, I have to acknowledge the good that Afterthought has achieved. To start it off, I'd like to glaze the wonderful Tapwing. Every single design and concept they come up with is absolutely amazing to look at and creates a window into the minds of the developers that would otherwise be hard to put into words or images. To go along with that, the Isle's designs are generally flawless. They are so wonderfully stylized and yet so beautifully realistic. Although there are a few that don't follow the common design premise and therefore are not my favorite, I'd quite confidently say that Afterthought has some of the best dinosaur designs in media. Whether it's the rugged and badass Baryonyx, the sleek and regal Carnotaurus, or the handsome man himself, Minmi, the designs speak not only to the real animals in question, but to their purpose and general behavior as well. Next is the map design. Although I have my gripes with dinosaur survival maps, I do believe that Gateway is the best we've ever seen. It's beautiful, expansive, and varied in its terrain and biomes. Although it does lead to performance issues and a relatively empty map with so few players in each server, it's a good step in the right direction and shows that Afterthought is more than capable of making the map we need for the game. The only way I could possibly make it better in the meantime is by simply having less of it, which is pretty much the best problem to have. There's also something to be said about the selection of animals planned for the game. I think it provides a really good balance of options, from small to large, tanky to agile, and popular to underrated. The next point I'd like to touch on is developer communication and transparency. Although at times I do believe the general goals for the Isle are unknown, quick to change, or a bit unclear, which can lead to a community of people who will never let you win since everyone wants something different and the game can only have one true vision for its future, I can say the devs are very transparent with the things they work on. We receive constant updates, detailed patch notes, and are always in the loop for everything coming down the pipe. And that's not a very typical thing for most developers, so I had to tip my hat to Afterthought for remaining so transparent about the dev process over the years. Although I can understand there are a lot of performance issues, bugs, and crashes, the devs are always in a constant war against these issues and massively improved Evrima since its initial launch. For a game of its complexity, the Isle handles relatively well, even on my lower end PC. Hell, when I started playing the Isle all those years ago, I managed to run it on an HP all-in-one. That should be considered a feat in and of itself. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of things I'm missing here, but I just wanted to get us back in the right direction. As much as I have my issues with the Isle, it is just a game after all, and I still greatly enjoy what the developers have made. I wish nothing but the best for the game, and hope to better communicate that through my videos in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, bro.